Once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley. We have our meet hub today, sponsored by Tim's Truck Capital. We are at the 14th annual Battle of the Border. So Jim, go ahead, bring us through some of what we should be looking for today.
All right, well, as far as teams go, it should be Concord and Runaway. They're the #1 team in the state. They've been ripping it up all year. But the battle next should be between Londonderry and Cole Brown. Should have a real good battle amongst them. But from Massachusetts, Marshfield will be right in the thick of things.
And they're off now.
So some of the lead runners that we're looking at today returning. Cam Starr, if he's in the race, I'm not so sure he's in there.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Jeffrey Allen of Campbell, Forrest McKenzie Concord, Oliver Spencer Concord, Eli Bosch Dining Concord.
So it looks like a pack of Nashua South up front, as well as Marshfield. See the JV boys from Lowell up front as well. And we'll see what we get.
Hello, this is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com. We're giving you a snapshot of the Battle of the Border about 1,000 meters into the race. Here comes the first field. It looks like Concord and Marshfield is battling it out for the first position in this race. Comes Cole Brown, more Marshfield. We got Campbell. Looks like right now it's a battle between Marshfield and Concord. This will be very interesting to see come the end of the race.
Come on, Jack. Let's go. Come on, Austin.
So the cool thing about this race is the top 5 teams, from each state are added up, and at the end of the race, we will see who is more dominant, New Hampshire or Massachusetts. It'll be a very exciting race. We're going to join you at the half-mile mark. We'll see you then.
All right, we have our leaders coming into the picture now.
Okay, looking good, looking good. Got Marshfield up in front right now, followed by a bunch of Concord. It looks good.
So I believe that's Nick from Marshfield, followed by his teammate
guys,
Joe.
Hey, Gump, reel him in.
It's 4 from Marshfield.
All right,
That's
work him up, work him up.
Marshfield's 5th. How are we looking Concord-wise, Jimmy?
Concord's got this thing in the bag. Marshfield's got the 3 up there. But we're going to see when they reel him in.
It's still got a long ways to go from this point. Still a lot of teams running as a pack, but...
No, it looks like a pretty good match between Marshfield and Concord right now. Boys of Marshfield came here to run.
Oh, yeah. So that would be a New Hampshire versus Massachusetts showdown.
Yes. Looks pretty good.
In the lead, we do see Forrest McKenzie, followed by a huge pack of Concord and Marshfield, Massachusetts runners. So that looks to be the battle up between New Hampshire and Massachusetts. That was Nick Volante, Joe Joyce, Chris Bunker, Mike Maglio, all of Marshfield. Now, clear distinction between those top 2 teams of Concord and Marshfield. They are going to be going head-to-head for that team title, as well as the state title. Which team will capture the Battle of the Border?
Okay, we got Matt O'Brien and got Forrest McKenzie with his shoe back on. Marshfield and Concord right now. Jeffrey Allen, Evan Tangway, Oliver Spencer, Dave Cook. Right, there's 7 right there. They look good. Connect on.
Big battle between Marshfield.
Little Kasich coming through here. Luke Kasich, freshman, battling with the fellow freshman from Londonderry, Wyatt Mackey.
From Londonderry coming through.
So it's a battle between Concord and Marshfield up front, and then I would say Cole Brown, Winnicott, and Londonderry. So it's like a pretty good battle going here.
It definitely is. True Battle of the Border today.
Yep. Anybody's race still right now.
Oh, yeah. A lot can happen. Especially on a course like this. It seems to cool down a little bit, so that's nice for the runners here.
Well, lose your shoe and get back up in the first place is not a bad thing, I guess. But he's back in the battle. We'll see if he keeps his act together. So, we'll see.
There goes Logan Mihalik. He's kind of a new addition to the Co-Brown front seven.
Logan Mihalik gave me nightmares last year when Northwood beat us at Deerfield. He was the real deal. He came on at the right time. Kid had a lot of heart. Big part of their middle school championship team. I'm glad to see him on varsity.
Absolutely.
I mean, Co-Brown's got an uphill battle with Oyster River for the next couple of years, but after that, it looks like it's probably be clear sailing for a few years. But you know what? It's good to have other teams to make you tougher.
Oh yeah.
You know, to be king of the hill and have nobody around, it's not good for you either. You need to fight.
Have the
for what's
competition
right.
to fight with.
Yep.
All right, we're at the about 2 mile mark and we got our leaders coming into the picture. Looks like a wide variety, 2 from Concord. We've got Jeffrey Allen from Campbell, Evan Tangway from Co-Brown. That was Marshfield's Nick, and then 2 from Concord. Our third Concord, second and third Marshfield, fourth Concord, and number 5 for Concord with 6 right behind, and I already see their 7th. Concord has this easy at this point. All they have to do is maintain. Again, they got 1 mile left. We're at about 11:30, 11:31 now. See Co-Brown second and third. Another Marshfield up there. Again, Winnicott coming up. And we've seen at least 2 or 3 Londonderry. So at this point, I'd say it's definitely a race for second. We conquered, no problem, even with Forrest McKenzie losing his shoe right off the bat. Came back pretty hard to catch up and be up in that lead group.
Let's go!
See a couple more Winnicott Warriors running together. Some gentlemen from Lowell run together. Again, this is Lowell's JV team here today.
Here's our lead runner. Looks like Evan Tangway from Co-Brown, followed by Forrest McKenzie from Concord, Jeffrey Allen of Campbell. So this is a good, again, in New Hampshire 1, 2, 3, 4. Marshfield, Massachusetts, they've got the number 5. If the Massachusetts teams want to catch the New Hampshire teams, they got some work to do. Here's Concord's 3, 4, and 5 runner, mixing between Marshfield's number 2 and 3. So it looks like Concord's got the lead on the team category right now, and New Hampshire has a big lead on the interstate category. Right now it looks like top 3 teams would be Concord, New Hampshire, Marshfield, Mass, and Co-Brown, New Hampshire, making our top 3.
All right, here we are, 800 meters from the finish. Here comes Evan Tangway. Made tremendous progress coming out of the woods. Strong finish for him. Here's Concord's first. It looks like Forrest McKenzie. Not too far behind, about 10 or 15 seconds. Comes Campbell, Jeffrey Allen, second for Concord here. Looks like Nate Nichols neck and neck for 4th place, or 3rd place, excuse me. Here's Marshfield's first, Nick Valenti. Now the pack from Concord arrives. In between the mix, we have Marshfield second. So Concord's 5 in front of Marshfield's 3rd. How things shake up in the woods. Here comes Londonderry's first. Concord 7, here comes Luke Kasich, followed closely by Wyatt Mackey of Co-Brown. what for? Here comes the first real pack we've seen since the woods.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Comes Conval's first. Very exciting race to the finish. Comes Milford's first, North Andover. Looks like Merrimack. Now everybody's emerging from the woods. Cole Brown's fourth, looks like Gavin.
Go, catch them all, Ian.
That'd be Gavin
Get them all,
Lewis.
Ian.
Pair of Winnicott Warriors.
Get two. Get the two blue. Go get the two blue. Come on. Get them both. Start now. Hold on. Go hard. Go.
Here comes two from Cole Brown. Pack from North Andover.
47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 17, 25.
The last race of the day, these runners are tired.
17, 25.
They're showing their best effort. Everybody out here working extremely hard to finish up this race. Coming out of the woods, onto the field, and onto the dirt road for the end. Here comes Cole Brown seventh. That's Logan Mihalik.
Pass him, pass him.
Nothing much more to say here. We'll beat you at the finish.
And look at that, taking the lead all by himself. That is Evan Tangway of Cole Brown. That's his first victory this year at a large invite, coming across at 16:23. In second, that looks like Forrest McKenzie of Concord looking over his shoulder, only to see his teammate and Jeffrey Allen coming to the line. 16:37 for Jeffrey Allen is 16:38. That was Concord's Eli. We're seeing Marshfield's first coming now. I did hear their fourth runner kind of took a digger and might be out of it. Nate and Ollie from Concord. And at this point, we've seen all of Concord's five at least. So Concord easily with the win today. Marshfield with another, but again, their fourth might be lacking a little bit behind, if not completely out. We can only hope he's okay and ready to continue his season. Concord completely in now. Winnicott with their first. That is Cole Brown's second and third. I believe that was Marshfield's fourth. We're looking at two more from Winnicott. A number of Londonderry already coming across. So Londonderry with a good grouping. But yeah, it's Concord hands down. Not even close. Marshfield looked okay. They did have their number 4 guy go down a little bit before the 2 mile. Thanks again to our affiliate Bay State Running for pulling us in with that one.
How about Evan Tangway, huh?
Oh, Evan Tangway.
Good one.
Strongest I've seen him run yet. And you know, I talked to Evan yesterday, and he was saying his plan for today was just to run his race, not worry about everyone else, and it worked out for him.
Yeah, it was good for him. Good for him.
So I believe we've seen at least 5 Cole Brown, probably at least 5 Londonderry, obviously our 7 Concord already in. Marshfield with a good number.
Winnicott showed up today.
Yeah,
they look good.
That's 2 weeks in a row where we've seen Winnicott be pretty strong, kind of run more than what they're ranked, so it'll be interesting to see how they move up with that. Again, number of Lowell coming in, it's their JV team, still representing pretty well. It's a deep team that Lowell has, number 3 in the state of Massachusetts, I believe.
They're still pouring in for the Cole Brown.
Yeah, I believe that's Cole Brown's 7th maybe. And we're
Logan Helchek that we just finished.
And we're at 19 minutes now, 19:01, 19:02. Good strong finish for a lot of these runners right on this hard gravel surface. And a lot of this course, Jim, I tell you, is wide open. A lot of the long runs where you can really see what's in front of you.
Yeah, it looks good. You know exactly what's coming. Yeah. Toughest part's probably the finish.
Yeah.
Finish on gravel.
I tell you, I can't get over Cole Brown's Evan Tangway's his finish, because at the 2 mile mark, it was him and a pack of 4 others.
Yep. So he had to make that move. He looked good today.
Yeah. So we have a runner down that's being attended to. You can just see it out of frame. Got a couple people crossing back just to make sure that that runner is okay.
Yeah, they're still coming through. Hey, Jeffrey Allen bounced back good day too.
Jeffrey Allen looks strong. I mean, he was with that top 5 group at the 2 mile, and he didn't let up at all.
Nope. I was waiting for a bounce back race from him. Just glad to see it.
Yeah, so we saw a lot of cool things today. I mean, you know, Forrest McKenzie did a little bit less than expected, but his shoe fell off, so you can't blame him for that. He still got top 3.
Still got back in there.
And, Jeffrey Allen, of course, rebounding. Best race so far we've seen from him, and same with Evan Tangway, just finishing that last mile real strong. Letting everyone know he might actually have a little bit of a kick.
Oh yeah, he does.
All right, once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runner's Alley. Thanks again to our Meat Hub sponsor this week, Tim's Truck Capital. And this was your boys varsity race, 14th annual Battle of the Border.